Hello, I'm Nick Clegg, leader of the Liberal Democrats. I hope your conference is going to go well. You've certainly chosen a great time to hold it slap bang in the middle of a general election campaign. I wish you success in the conference, but more broadly, I really hope that you and so many other young people in this country will shout aloud for what you believe in and what you need to get through to politicians, because life is just too unfair for too many young people today. We've got skyrocketing youth unemployment. 1 in 5 young people between the ages of 16 and 24 kind of being robbed of hope at the most, what should be the most optimistic time in their lives because of joblessness. You've got people leaving university, they're starting now, likely to leave university with this dead weight of debt around of £24,000 around the neck. You've got thousands of young people who want to go to college and university and can't find places to do it. And one of the things that I want us to do, the Liberal Democrats that is to join forces with you and make it plain that we've got to turn things around in a big way to provide the fairness, the optimism, the opportunity that you deserve. What does that mean? Well, it means dealing with debt. I think that the plans that, as far as I can make out, both the Conservatives and Labour parties are cooking up in one way or another to raise the cap on tuition fees is wrong. We will resist, vote against, campaign against any lifting of that cap. At the same time, we think we've got to do something about how student finance works. We used to want to be able to scrap tuition fees overnight. Because money is tight, it's going to take a little longer. We have a plan to do that over 6 years, but it's a plan that works. It would start by removing the tuition fees for undergraduates in a first degree course in their last year of study, and then it would broaden out over the 6-year period to others too. But we want to go further than that. We want to make the bursary system for universities fairer. At the moment, it's just wrong. It's unfair that universities all have access to this bursaries pot, but they get the same amount of money regardless of how many students they take from disadvantaged backgrounds. We want to change that so that those universities that actually help those people who are underrepresented in universities get the money that they need to support that as well. And more broadly, I think if we want to get over this unfairness in which university is still too much the almost automatic privilege of people from more advantaged backgrounds, and if we want to open participation, in my view, we've got to start young, and that's why we are putting right in the centre of our manifesto, right in the centre of our general election campaign right now, the need to transform education right from day one. Because what happens to a child when they're at primary school, in reception class, years 1 and 2, probably has as much to do with whether they're subsequently going to go to university many years later than almost anything else. So our pledge of a fully costed pupil premium to reduce class sizes, provide more one-to-one tuition, will, in my view, make the whole education system fairer and will open participation of those people who want to go to university. And then, of course, there's what do you do after you go to university. I mean, I met a graduate from Leeds University in Leeds just the other day, and she said to me that she'd been sending out hundreds and hundreds of letters, applications for jobs. She wasn't even getting answers. She got a great degree, she was obviously full of initiative, and she was just feeling increasingly disheartened, waiting every 2 weeks just to go to her interview at Job Centre Plus, staying at home when she wanted to get out and be busy. We want to help her and help people in that situation. And we would do that by using some of the savings that we've identified in government spending in the first year and redirect it to first doing things that create jobs, transforming 250,000 homes into usable homes that people can live in. That would employ many, many people. Investing in the new green energy technologies of the future. That creates jobs. But also in the short term, creating an ambitious, one-off internship program so that young people can find a place of work, but for an internship for 3 months locally in their area. So those are the kind of commitments that we stand by. I hope, I'm not asking the NUS to agree with all of them, but I hope you agree that we're at least on common ground in wanting to make Britain fairer, and especially making it fairer for all students and all young people in Great Britain today.